The House bill that the Speaker has put out has some provisions in it that aren't directly related to the coronavirus outbreak. It has funding in there for performing arts and some other pieces. Do you think in the Senate bill, though, the final one, it should only contain direct provisions related to coronavirus and the economic impact of coronavirus and nothing else unrelated on the side inside the package?
Our priority is workers and making sure that Connecticut families and workers are surviving during this challenge, along with small business that are struggling to keep their doors open and people on their payrolls. So we are meeting the needs as best we can in this bipartisan package that is on the verge of completion to resolve the coronavirus as best we can. And we are focused on the coronavirus, the healthcare emergency, the economic crisis, and meeting the needs of families and workers and small businesses. That's our priority. And I want to stress, like the first two packages, it will be bipartisan. And we want to get it done as soon as possible. Time is urgent. We feel the urgency of right now to meet these needs.
And the last one for you, how do you decide what businesses, when it comes to small businesses, get the support? What process would you like to see put in place? Because there's already some criticism of, oh, Washington's going to pick who gets the money and who doesn't. What system would you like to see put in place for that specifically?
The process will be completely done through the SBA, the Small Business Administration, which now runs the loan and grant program for the SBA. There ought to be incentives for small businesses to keep employees paid on their payrolls, and it will be done through existing agencies like the SBA. I'm hopeful that it will be administered in a matter of days, not weeks. The money will be available right away, and that any business with a viable and practical program needing these loans to stay viable and practical will receive assistance.
And I do have one more for you. This is a massive package when it comes to the size of the spending that's going to be done at one time. Do you think this will be the only package needed, or do you foresee the economy not bouncing back and then needing to do another round of stimulus and more spending to jumpstart things?
You know, we're not going to let the enemy. We're not going to let the perfect be the enemy of the good. We know that there is an urgency here. We're going to get this package done. The point is to get it done quickly, but get it done right. Still, it won't be perfect. And my view is there may well be a need for a fourth package, maybe even a fifth package. We ought to be prepared to vote if necessary, maybe remotely. I'm prepared to come back to Washington if necessary.
Yeah, the remote voting is an issue in the House. They're talking about doing unanimous consent, so they don't have to actually come back in person. Would you like to see something like that in the Senate if there's another package needed, voting remotely?
We have the ability to do unanimous consent right now, and we may have to do it again. There's also talk about how we might vote remotely, but we'd have to change the rules to do it. So unanimous consent may be another means of doing a fifth and sixth package. You know, I will say we are working in a very bipartisan way. And so the idea of unanimous consent is hardly out of the realm of possibility. I hope that we can come together as a nation, and certainly we should come together as a Congress.